Hi guys and welcome back. This is the second week of my Premier League prediction challenge. The rules are simple. Every week I get head against a challenger. All we have to do is predict the scores in every Premier League match. 5 points for the correct score, 2 points for the correct outcome. Last week I faced fellow YouTuber Archie Does Stuff and I narrowly lost 15-13. This week my challenger is my dad, who thinks he knows more about the Premier League than me. So I've done some extra research to make sure I don't lose. So now let's get into this week's fixtures. First up, Luton versus West Ham. Kenilworth Road is finally hosting their first Premier League game, but are facing an in-form West Ham side who have just beat Chelsea and Brighton. I predict 2-1 West Ham, my dad predicts 2-0. Next up, Sheffield United versus Everton. Sheffield United have just been knocked out of the Cup by League One side Lincoln, are facing Everton, who are yet to score in the league this season. This is a game both teams need to win already this early in the season. I predict 1-0, my dad predicts 1-0. We both don't think Everton will score another goal. Next up, Brentford versus Bournemouth. Brentford, who are unbeaten this season, face Bournemouth, who don't like travelling to London, having only won twice in their last 15 visits to the capital. I predict 2-0 Brentford. My dad predicts the same. Next up, Burnley versus Spurs. Burnley, another team yet to win in the Premier League this season, but did win midweek in the Cup. Spurs, who are knocked out of the Cup this week, show no sign of missing Harry Kane by having a good start to the season. I predict 3-0 Spurs. My dad predicts 2-0. Next up, Chelsea versus Notts Forest. Chelsea's multi-million squad should be too strong for Forest, but it could be close because every Forest game this season has been decided by the odd goal. I predict 2-0 Chelsea. My dad predicts 2-1. Next up, Manchester City versus Fulham. It's hard to bet against City, and with Mitrovic gone, I think Fulham don't have enough firepower to outscore City. I can't speak today. I predict 2-1 Man City. My dad predicts 2-0. Next up, Brighton versus Newcastle. Hard one to predict, especially after both teams suffering from poor results last weekend. Brighton losing against West Ham and Newcastle losing to 10-man Liverpool. We both predict 1 each. Next up, Crystal Palace versus Wolves. I watched Palace beat Plymouth Argyle midweek, and although they struggled, when they brought Eze and Ayew on, they were a different team. I think Wolves will struggle after losing Nunes to Man City. I predict 1-0 Crystal Palace. My dad predicts 0-0. Next up, Liverpool versus Aston Villa. It could all be down to Liverpool's defensive display without influential Van Dijk, who is suspended after a controversial red card. Other than the first game, Villa have been scoring for fun, so it should be a good game. I predict 2-1 Aston Villa. My dad predicts 2 each. Next up, finally, Arsenal versus Man United. Arsenal, who had a disappointing result against Fulham last week, face the United side, who although have won twice this season, aren't looking strong. I predict 0-0, my dad predicts 1-1. We are both United fans and we hope Man United can scrape out 1 point in this game. Thanks for watching and please remember to like and subscribe. If you'd like to be a future challenger, please comment below. Bye.